Today we will learn how to solve systems of equations by substitution. Substitution means to replace one expression with another of the same value. The steps are shown at the beginning of your notes. I will demonstrate by using this example. We begin by replacing y in the second equation with its value given in the first equation. From the first equation, we know y is the same as 4x plus 11. Write the second equation, leaving a parenthesis where y should be. Replace the y with 4x plus 11 to get our equation in one variable. Solve for x. Distribute. Then combine like terms. Subtract 88 from both sides. Now divide both sides by 26. X equals -2. This is only half of the answer. However, we need the full point where the two lines intersect, so we need y. Rewrite the original equation, y equals 4x plus 11, but plug in -2 for x. Now solve for y. The solution is x -2, y 3. To check your answer, plug these values in to the original equations. It should make both equations true. In the second example, both equations start with y equals. Since y equals 2x plus 14 and y equals -3x plus 4, then 2x plus 14 must equal -3x plus 4. Write and solve an equation for x. Move the variable term by adding 3x to both sides of the equation. Now subtract 14 from both sides. Now divide by 5. The solution is x equals -2. Once again, we're only halfway there. Plug in the x value into either equation and solve for y. Y equals 2 times -2 plus 14, using the top equation. Solve for y. Y equals 10. The solution is -2, 10. Check your answer by plugging in the values into both equations. A correct answer will make both equations true. The third example does not have a y equals in either equation. In this case, look for a variable that can be easily isolated. Notice that x has no coefficient. To isolate x, all we need to do is subtract 7y from both sides of the equation. Now it is possible to substitute this value of x into the other equation. Rewrite the other equation with a parenthesis instead of the x. Fill in -7y plus 22 into the parentheses. Solve for y. Distribute. Combine like terms. Add 44 to both sides of the equation. Divide both sides by 8. Y equals 4. Now plug this value back into the other equation. Solve for x. X equals -6. The solution then, with x coming first, is -6, 4. You can check your answer by plugging these values into the original equations. A correct answer will make both original equations true.
Now we will see what special cases look like when solved by substitution. In this case, y equals 2x plus 1. So we rewrite the other equation with a parentheses in place of the y. Fill in 2x plus 1 in place of the y. Solve for x. Notice that as soon as you distribute, the variable disappears. -4x plus 4x equals 0. We are left with the statement which is false. This means we have no solutions. There is no world in which 2 equals 7. These equations represent parallel lines. This is an inconsistent system with no solutions. In this case, we will see a different outcome. When we rewrite the equation and distribute, once again the variable term is going to disappear. Distribute the negative, you get 8x minus 8x minus 17 equals -17. 8x minus 8x is 0. We're left with -17 equals -17, a true statement. This means we have infinite solutions. These statements represent the same line. It is a dependent system, and there are infinite solutions. In conclusion, a true statement with no variables represents an infinite number of solutions, a dependent system. A false statement is an inconsistent system with no solution. If there is one solution, you get a consistent system that is independent. Please review these notes as you complete your homework.